Hi, my name is Claudia Brown Coulter from Brownie Culture. I'm a divorce mediator and I help you create a customized divorce that you can uncouple consciously and respectfully. So, if you watched yesterday, you know that my screen is black. My screen is black again today. I can't see myself. Maybe that's better. Anyway, um, I'm so distracted by that, I lost my thought. So, today we're going to talk about conscious uncoupling, or rather, what it isn't. So be honest. When you hear the term conscious uncoupling, or when you heard it for the first time, what'd you think? Were you like me? You were like, what? What's that? Somebody got too much time on their hands. That's called a divorce. Yeah, yeah, it can be called a divorce, but conscious uncoupling is something completely different. It's where we're being aware of how we are dividing and separating ourselves. So let's talk about trains. I know you're like, girl, why are you talking about trains? Do you even like trains? I guess. I don't know. If you're joining me live, please say hello. I'd love to know who you are. So, when I think about uncoupling, a great analogy is that of trains, because when train cars connect, they're called coupling. And when they couple, and when they disconnect, they decouple or they uncouple. So today, uncoupling with train. Look, I did my research. I didn't know this, okay? I don't know anything about trains, but I do know that now when trains uncouple, it's automatic and it happens at a slow rate of speed. So one car is stationary and the other car is slowly moving so that they can connect. And the same thing when they uncouple, one car is still, the other car unconnects and slowly backs away. And the reason is this car or this car, there's passengers in there. So if we're going like this, we're going to jar the people inside. So it's a very gentle thing. Now, sometimes trains can uncouple at random. And that's when you get a train wreck. And you don't want your divorce to be a train wreck. Like your marriage is already over. The last thing you need is another train wreck in your life. So, with today's trains, apparently, from my extensive research on trains, uh, usually now they have automatic brakes. But before things became automated, to uncouple or to couple a train car, it had to be done manually. And it was a very dangerous maneuver. People could get crushed and die in the process. And also, if you're going at a high rate of speed in an old school train and that sucker uncouples, and it doesn't have automatic brakes, you're looking at a really bad train wreck that could cause loss of life. So, why am I talking about this? Because when you go through a divorce, you are deciding, okay, our lives, or even if it's not a divorce, even if it's a long term relationship, and whether you have children or not, your lives have now become intertwined, even if you don't have shared banking accounts. You've got to figure out a way to pull them apart. And it's kind of like when I'm sorry, I like analogies. It's like when you're combing out your hair, if you pull and pull and pull, everything is so tangled, you're just going to rip things out. You have to be gentle. So when you decide to uncouple, you need to be gentle about it. It doesn't have to go slow in terms of we're going to drag this divorce on forever. No, no, but it needs to be done gently. And part of that is with kindness and respect. So if you are watching this and if you're watching the replay, go ahead and tell me, hey, replay, hashtag replay. But if you are watching this and you happen to already be divorced, what are some things that maybe you did during your divorce that would be indicative of conscious uncoupling, even if you didn't call it that? Because, we didn't know what that was until Gwyneth Paltrow told us. Thank you, Gwyneth. Uh, so, what did you do to help make that a smoother transition? And one of the things I'd like to encourage you as you move toward uncoupling and separating yourself from another person, whether there are children or not, and this is really hard, um, it's to view the other person with kindness and respect. and to treat them with kindness and respect, even if they don't deserve it. They might not deserve it, but you deserve it. You deserve to be treated with kindness and respect, and you feel better when you treat other people with kindness and respect. So, okay, I'm looking at my notes and I'm a little lost. Oh, okay. Sometimes in a marriage, let's go back to the trains. People decide to jump the tracks. Don't jump the tracks. You're in this relationship right here. Don't try to like be hooked up with this part of the train and hook up with another part of the train. Train wreck. Train wreck. Train wreck. So if you've done that, if you've started a relationship with somebody else where you are still bound to this other person, you need to put that relationship on hold. You have to stop, and you've got to fully disconnect. You got to fully uncouple from this person. It'll be healthier for your kids, it'll be healthier for you, it'll make the uncoupling smoother, and then you can, switch tracks and go on to their track. But you want to be have clear endings. So you want to unconscious. You want to uncouple with gentleness. So I'm just reviewing any of my notes. Oh, when you attempt to uncouple consciously, the truth is you can only control one side. It takes two to get married, but only one to get a divorce. You can only control yourself. If you're dealing with a person who is high conflict, you probably won't be able to fully uncouple consciously, and you're just like, yeah, you want the kids on this week? Yeah, no problem. It's your birthday? Yeah, take them. Yeah, oh, it's Father's Day? Oh, it's Mother's Day? Okay, no problem. Because there's not a lot of give and take there. But you still have the power to affect a lot of change. So we've got Father's Day coming up. You may be so mad at your soon to be ex where you're just like, you ain't getting nothing from me. No, he's not getting anything from you. But if it's Father's Day and you got kids, he needs to get something from your kids. Right? And you're just like, oh, but I don't want to. But you can. You can try. And that is being conscious in your uncoupling, because it's still respecting the fact that this is your children's father. So you can't control the other person, but you have a lot of control and a lot of power over yourself. So as I wrap up and as you watch the replay, I would like to challenge you to think of something that, if you're going through a divorce, or maybe you're going through separation, or maybe you were never married but there's a definite end, what is something that you can do in that relationship ending that will allow you to prevent a train wreck as much as it is up to you? So, what are you either going to choose to do or choose not to do? For example, I'm going to choose to not every time I see him or her, or roll my eyes, or mutter under my breath. That's the best I can do. I can't offer any kindness, but I can offer not being unkind. Good. That's good. Okay, so you can also go, what can I choose to do? I can choose that is more conscious. I can choose to speak well about them, to our children. I can have my kid get them a gift. I can not be stingy with parenting time. I can not fight over little things like the Keurig, or, you know, who's going to keep the Netflix subscription. I don't know. So there are little things you can do. And I promise you, you begin to feel better. Not because of anything anyone else has done, but because something you have chosen to do. You can't control them, they can't, and they can't control you. Isn't that awesome? Other people can't control you. They can't control your kindness. They can't control your respect. They can't control your gentleness. So as you decide, This is over. I've got to get out. Remember to be gentle. Part of the reason we're gentle is, remember, we don't want to jar these people, the passengers in the car. The more gentle that we uncouple, the better it is for our kids or for our extended family or for our friends, whoever is in either one of these cars, the better it is. And the same goes for when you start a new relationship. The slower you go and the more gentle it is, the less jarring it is for the people involved. So thank you for watching today. Once again, my name is Claudia Brown Coulter from Brownie Culture. I know, because I've been there, I know divorce can be really scary, but I'm here to help you maintain your calm, to keep you calm, and to help you be empowered. You can do this. I have faith in you. Your life is only going to get better. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be talking about custody and about how do you decide a parenting plan based on age and what their needs are. Have a great day.